Divine greetings and gratitude, everyone. Welcome back to the Saiyonan Archives. I wanted to come back on here because I wanted to give you guys the final message. As you can see, we already have cards that are laid out here. And the reason why we have cards already laid out is because I gave a message previously and I wanted to come back on here because I'm getting some more downloads, but I wanted to put it in a new video versus making the other video too long, okay? Now, as you can see, we do have some cards over from the Woodland Wardens Oracle deck. I'm going to put these off to the side. That way you can focus on the tarot cards, because that is what I'm guided to talk to you about real quick. So one of the things that is sticking out to me the most right now is the fact that we do have the Sun card here. We do have the World card. We have the Fool card. And we also have the Six of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the King of Wands. We have the High Priestess. And we also have the Nine of Pentacles, the Page of Swords. We have the Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and the Ten of Swords in reverse. All of this coming together, what this makes me feel like is that there's someone here that wants to, or that feels a need to start over. The thing is that you're not starting over per se. It feels like you're starting over. It feels like a new journey. But what this really is you starting from wisdom and you allowing yourself to continue on with this journey in a more empowered and a more authoritative and a more confident and divinely led way. Sometimes this can feel like you're starting over, but the reason is because you're starting over from a more evolved version of yourself. And so it feels unfamiliar. It feels different. It's because you're in new skin, you're in new energy. That's the reason why some of you may feel right now that you're being called to start over. You're not starting over per se, you're just starting from a space that you're not used to being in. And it can feel different, and sometimes it can feel very scary. But the beautiful thing about that is the fact that you are here to bypass and to break through all illusions. There was an illusion that you guys were stuck in, and that illusion was of you being disempowered, right? Now, what I mean by that is I want to explain myself, because I don't want people saying that, oh, you're not taking me seriously, or I don't want people feeling as though I'm diminishing their experiences. No, I'm not doing that. What I am saying is that this Eight of Swords here is pointing me to someone that did in fact experience something very disempowering, but that in itself was this illusion or this world, right? Not just necessarily testing you, but saying, hey, you're a lot stronger, smarter, wiser than what you think. And I'm here to be the opposite of that, because if I'm the opposite of that, then you have a choice. You can either believe in this illusion, or you can choose to be empowered and overcome that. So now this is the power of overcoming. This is the power of you choosing to be in that divine energy and that divine leadership energy. So even when it feels as though you're starting over, you're starting from wisdom, that is the power of the High Priestess. The High Priestess knows. The High Priestess has immediate access to all wisdom, because it is the embodiment or the archetype of our intuition. And our intuition has a direct link, or it links us to this void, to the all, to God, to source. And the fact that we do have the Sun card here, this is you having a telepathic link to source. This is you having a link to God, saying that everything exists, and as long as I am tuning into my intuition, I will not go without. And that is the space that you're moving into. So it requires you to be a more evolved version of yourself, and it's okay that you are more evolved. So take the space that you are in right now and allow yourself to be in that space. Allow yourself to be in that darkness, because that darkness is divine feminine energy that is being fertilized. Okay? That is the power of a new moon. That is a time for you to plant those seeds, and you fertilize those seeds with your words, with your energy, with your emotions. And you allow your love to be the light that warms it. There's something growing here. You have to trust that even if you don't see it right now in your physical reality, it doesn't mean that it's not manifesting. You must first see it within you. That's why her eyes are closed, because she doesn't need to see it in her reality yet, because she knows, or it knows, that it already exists within it. And so as within, so without, as above, so below. And if you are keeping up with the Saiyonan teachings and whatnot, right, that I've been giving on my Instagram story per se, as remembered, so embodied. You are on a path of remembrance, and a part of you is remembering the fact that you had everything within you all along. Spend more time in silence and solitude. The void is waiting to comfort you. You are medicine for those who have hurt you. Why else would they starve to suppress you? The most important question of all, do you need you? That was taken from a poem that I wrote that I'll be performing when I find an open mic night that is suitable enough for the poem that I have. And that in itself is a message for someone. Open yourself up to being in spaces that accept and that love and need you for what you have to bring. Because yes, while you are here to serve the world, to serve your community and whatever, or you may simply be here to serve yourself, but you serve your community, you serve yourself when you really think about it. You have to be willing to say, I gave myself the audacity to show up fully and authentically, and the spaces that I am in alignment with will welcome me in with open arms, and they will accept me fully. Yes, you may feel like you're not used to being seen. You may feel like you're used to being in the dark, or you're used to being in the shadows, but this is a time that is changing now. You are evolving, and now it's time for you to come out. It's time for you to come out and allow yourself to start from a space of wisdom. You're not starting over, really. You're starting from a space of wisdom, and it can feel different. It can feel new. It can feel very new. But you must first, instead of choosing to tell yourself these stories of pity, you tell yourself that I am more than worthy. I am aligning deeply with the timeline that I find to be most resonant with me. And that is what Spirit is wanting you to do. That is what your guides are wanting you to do. That is what God, the source of all, that is what you are wanting you to do. So then follow that and be okay with the fact that this is your life now. Open up to receive this life, because that is your life now. We are not going backwards. We are only moving forward. If you guys hear anything in the background, my 3-year-old, sometimes he gets upset when he doesn't get his way. And he may or may not come into this room. I'm not sure. But that is essentially what Spirit is saying. Also, there's this idea of freedom and sovereignty and independence. And that is what this Nine of Pentacles is all about. In order for you to receive that abundance of wealth and you being able to make that, make money and this currency or this energy, you have to be okay with the fact that you're going to be wealthy. You have to be okay with the fact that your bank account, the numbers are increasing. You just have to be okay with that. This is one of those things where you're stepping out of the fear of success and you're embracing it all. Let yourself be seen exactly as you are, because as you are is as you need. I don't know why Spirit is saying that, but as you are is as you need. As you are is what and who you need now, because every part of your journey counts. This is a chronological order of your life, and Spirit is saying to be open to that and allow yourself to just simply embrace it. Leave the old stories behind. When you allow yourself to tune in to your intuition, you will always end up exactly where you need to be. Everything is synchronistic. There are no accidents in this universe. Materialist scientists may tell you, or quantum physicists may tell you, well, if it can't be measured, it must not be true. But you know deep within you that that in itself is not true. Tune out of the noise from the outside world and tune into your own spirit. Okay? Tune in, because when you tune in to yourself, you are allowing the divine to move through you, to speak through you, to embody itself through you. That is what the whole path of remembrance is all about. It's you remembering your divinity as remembered, so embodied. Allow yourself to awaken. Allow yourself to remember. And when you remember, you embody what you remember. And that is what the true meaning of as remembered, so embodied is. As above, so below, as within, so without, as remembered, so embodied. I want you to remember that. According to the Saiyonan Path, it is as remembered, so embodied. You are becoming the embodiment of everything you remembered. That is the reason why you have the Fool card here, and the Fool card here has the Flower of Life on it, because you are connected to all things. I want you to remember that. You are connected to all things. You're here to remember that, and that is the beauty of this time in your life right now. So celebrate, enjoy, have joy in what you are creating, because what you are creating is an expression of this universe that can only be expressed through you. No one else can do it the way that you do, and you, Spirit is inviting you to be okay with that, to make peace with that, and to welcome that as a part of your new normal. Embrace the fact that you're not normal. You've never been normal. You know that you were never normal, because ever since you were a child, you had these gifts. Nobody could understand it, but now when they see you in your purpose, they understand this is the reason why they were so sensitive. This is the reason why they were so gifted. This is the reason why they never fit in, because you were never meant to. How can you take all of this one energy and put it into one body or put it into one place? You can't, right? It would be destructive. You weren't meant to fit into this wrong group, because it would destroy you. That is why the isolation occurred, because you needed room to be and to breathe. You weren't meant to be a mold or a clone. You were meant to be you, right? And Spirit says, welcome that. It is okay. You are safe to enjoy. You are safe to be and exist. Work with this sun intention oil, this planetary magic sun intention oil. I really highly recommend you work with that. I have been working with this and anointing my solar plexus when I'm not using my castor oil in my navel. And I'm telling you now that this is definitely a game changer. No, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I don't sell. I actually offer, and you have the choice to reserve. I do highly recommend that you reserve this oil, because it really does work well with solar plexus energy. This is actually the planetary magic intention oil for the sun. So obviously you use it when you're working with your yellow candles, as I have a juicy yellow candle here. Very beautiful, amazing. And this is, you use in any offering, ritual, or ceremony concerning the sun. Use to draw in success, positive attention, and courage. Anoint tools, petitions, and the body to charge your workings with solar power. This is solar power, and the solar power and the amazing aspect, or the amazing energy of Gemini, because today, at the time that this video is being filmed, this is actually the new moon in Gemini. So start to get things planned. Tap into your imagination. You may want to start sharing. You may want to do information sharing. You may want to teach. You may want to draw. You may want to write. You may want to write songs. Whatever it is that you want to do, start to plan around that and allow yourself to connect with the universe and say, these are the resources that I know that I need. But Spirit, also allow me to receive other resources that I may not even know that I do need, that can help me expand and grow exponentially, permanently, sustainably, with integrity. There's nothing for you to worry about. Nothing for you to worry about, and it's okay for you to let go. This Eight of Swords here, that's the fear saying, I'm relevant, I need to be known, otherwise I won't exist, otherwise I won't be important. Acknowledge the fear and let it know, you've kept me protected. Now it's time for me to venture off, and I'm trusting myself, because I know that with trusting myself, I'm limitless. There is no limits, and I embrace the fact that I cannot be limited. And that is the lesson that you're learning now and you're embracing. So get yourself out there, trust yourself, know that you are starting from wisdom, you are starting from grace, and that you are allowing yourself to hone in to this energy, and you are focusing your energy, because you know that the more you focus on it, the more potent it becomes, which increases your chances of this thing manifesting. You're already an amazing manifester. We all are. But now we're in a space where we are learning that we can do more. What is your more? And sometimes your more means doing less. Okay? That is what I feel like Spirit is saying here. You've got so many cards here where the arms are open. Look at how many open arms you have in your tarot cards. You have the Sun card here. Her arms are open. You have the World card here. Her arms are open. You have the Fool card here. Her arms are open. You have the Wheel of Fortune here. Her arms are open. I mean, look at all these open arms here. Right? You have so many open arms. There are no coincidences, and there are no coincidences. Everything is synchronistic. This is your time to be open, to embrace it, and to allow yourself to be. I trust this for you. I love this for you. And if you're listening to this message right now, then this is Spirit's way of saying you're ready, and I want you to go out there, and I want you to embrace it. Okay? I love this. This is not clickbait. This is not me saying this because I want views. Do I want views? Absolutely. But not if it means that I have to finesse or manipulate you guys in a negative way. It is not that serious to me. But what is serious to me is that you take what I am saying and you listen to it and you use your discernment. And if it resonates with you, then you take it. And if it doesn't, then you allow yourself to reserve this gift that someone else can receive. Okay? I love you guys so much. I hope that this extended reading helped. I'm going to make sure that I link the other reading here somewhere on this screen. I can't remember. I think it might be here. I'm not really sure. I can't remember. I will make sure to link that to make sure that you guys get the full reading, because there is another message that I would love for you guys to hear. If you are listening this far, thank you. Make sure that you guys visit me online over at the SaiyonanPath.org. If you all would like to, you guys can follow me on Instagram over at Magic of Eden. Also, I do more in-depth readings, uncut, unfiltered. I have a potty mouth, and I love to have my potty mouth, but I do so on my own public, on my own private platform. It is called the Saiyonan Archives. I will be sure to link that down below. I will start to upload videos once we do start to get more people who decide to subscribe. Once people do start subscribing, I will start to upload the videos, and I will actually upload a few before you guys start coming. And then once I do start to see that people are coming, that they're receptive to it, I will continue to post those videos for as long as I am called to. And yes, I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I will catch you in my next video.